Welcome. New episode. Shay, my guy, my solid guy, consistent guy. How are you doing, bro? How's your Monday going?
Yeah, Monday is going well, man. Recording red flags on my 9 to 5 lunch break for the fans. Only for the
What we do
fans.
for you guys? What we do for you guys? Much
Yeah, man.
love. Nah, nice one, nice one. I think we have a pretty interesting show this week. Lots to talk about, so let's jump in as always. How we like to kick off. NCAA. Anything exciting that's happened this week?
Yeah, no, no proper games to really talk about. Just regular stuff. Ohio State crushing Minnesota. Miami beat Florida State 28-22. That was probably like the most notable game of the weekend. Yeah, Colorado lost. Maybe it's time to actually like give that true freshman Julian Lewis a shot because Caden Salters threw 3 picks on the weekend. Like I'm actually just tired of the guy. But moving on, a loss for number 9 ranked Texas against unranked Florida. Arch Manning 2 picks, now 0-1 in conference, 3-2 overall. Like yeah, not Heisman material. Not Heisman material. Like all that preseason hype, yeah, is in the mud now. Yimika, what is that first?
Yeah, no, I mean it's a good start, and I think the Heisman hype is one thing, but I think from the NFL draft is another thing. There a lot of people were saying like, "Hey, is Archie going to come back to Texas, or is he going to like go into the league?" It's clear he's not ready for the pros.
Bro,
He
he's not
needs more
ready,
time.
man. He's not
He
ready.
needs to actually become as good as he is, not just sort of piggybacking on his name. But broadly speaking, like also the quarterback from Penn State, he's also had a couple of stinkers where he was also one of the top ranked quarterbacks. I think
Drala.
yes, yes. Thanks, nice catch. Um, this is the first time in the AP poll history where the two top ranked teams are no longer ranked in week three, and that just showcases how bad those guys have been playing. And for me, the larger message is like the college football has lost its zip, its appeal, where a lot of games were high scoring, a lot of like big plays, big time plays from young guys trying to make a name for themselves. Right now, it seems so professional NFL esque, and I think we were talking about this over the weekend, and you mentioned the NIL sort of ruining the game and ruining. I kind of agree with you. Like pre NIL, there was a lot of consolidation of talents, which made those big teams really nice to watch. And
Yeah.
what the schedule did was they made sure they paired a lot of these big teams to play a couple of times. So we had every weekend a big matchup. You mentioned there was no notable matchup. I think next week the biggest game is like Oregon, Iowa, or something like that. But there isn't a lot of like big giant teams like competing. Like I remember the time when LSU and Alabama went at it like every single game, and even though it was a mid-season game, it felt like it was a national championship game because of how competitive that game was. Just as recently as Joe Burrow, and Devontae Smith and all those guys. So I'm just seeing a steady decline, even though there's a lot of investment being put into it, and I truly question the future of that game. I know it's going to always be relevant as a farm for the NFL based on, you have to do 3 years before you can move into the league. But
Yeah.
I don't know, as a product is definitely lacking.
That's what money does. Like you have less programs and more, jobs for kids to put it
I mean, it also is
like
like it's like if it's a job, like you take away the hunt, like the desire. Before, I think a lot of players were trying to make a name for themselves, so they played a little bit harder. But now, they're already millionaires. Shador was making more money in college than he is making right now. So yeah, it's just a different competition.
I mean, interesting that you mentioned Shido. Good way to enter the NFL. Uh, as we had mentioned last week, the Vikings played the Browns in London on Sunday. Uh, Joe Flacco has been dropped by the Browns. Dylan Gabriel, his debut. Yeah, I mean, he looked okay. Looked like a backup quarterback should look. 19 of 33 passes. Not a lot of passes with 10 plus air yards. Like, just, I don't know, short throws, check downs. Yeah, a lot of running the ball. Christian Judkins, very good running back out of, I think it was, I don't know what school he came out of. If I remember, I'll mention it. But yeah, like he's been really good in his rookie season, like doing really well for the Browns. Yeah, we hope uh Dylan Gabriel continues to look as mid as he's looking, so that maybe Shadow gets his chance in the end before the season is over. But yeah, next week we have the Broncos playing the Jets, also in London. So yeah, I think there's like a whole lineup to like November when they play in Munich, right? There'll be like a European game every week. So yeah,
Definitely trying to go
European
global, NFL.
European NFL fans definitely, wish they would just throw some games just a bit up north to Canada. Sha. Like let's
They
catch some of these
they
guys live.
already captured the market. This is not the NBA. There will never be a Canadian franchise.
Never
um,
say never, never say never. But
no,
yeah,
there's more likely to be a Mexican franchise before a Canadian franchise.
fair enough. Fair point. Fair point. Fair point. But yeah, uh, to
Any
the
other game
other
that was
games.
interesting?
Yeah, I'd like to start from America's team. America's quarterback looking like you know,
You mean your quarterback, your team?
America's team,
Okay.
America's quarterback, Dak Prescott, the highest paid player in the league, if I'm not mistaken. Right, looking like you know, early shout for MVP because like the fans were really screaming MVP, MVP. I mean, we know Dallas fans always get ahead of themselves. Well, yeah, like 4 touchdowns on the day, looked really good. I don't think they're missing Micah on defense, but yeah, they play the Jets. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. The Jets are not that great, but I didn't expect the Cowboys to look as dominant as they did, given they had 4 out of their 5 starting offense. So, yeah, Texans at Ravens. Man, I have to just pause because I really don't know what is wrong with the Ravens. Like, I feel like they really lost themselves. But yeah, it was not a good. Wasn't a good outing. The game ended 44-10, and this was at the Ravens' home, by the way. Um,
I didn't even know
yeah,
that.
Lamar is out. I get it, but man, at some point in the game, I think Derrick Henry had like 5 carries for 6 yards or something like that. Like I I really don't know what's going on with the Ravens, but yeah, they need to really
Might
like
be time to push that
they need
big
to
red
arrest this
button.
slump before it's too late, man.
Reset.
Like John Harbaugh, like for all the goodwill he has built up in this league, man, people are going to be asking a lot of
No, but the
questions.
Ravens will never fire that guy. Relax. That's the one thing I can let you know. That's the one thing I
That
can let you know
that
for free.
that de- okay, well, fine. If you don't
Also,
fire him, that defensive coordinator is probably going to have to pay for it, man, because
yeah,
they
definitely his
concede too
coordinators
many
come
points,
and
bro.
go. But that guy is not leaving. He's not. He's Mr. Raven. He's Mr. Baltimore, more or less.
Ask
That guy is
ask
beloved.
ask Ravens fans. They will tell you that maybe just maybe Mike McDonald should have been elevated to head coach instead of them letting him leave. But yeah,
I
it's
mean,
it's Seattle that's enjoying that these days. So
I hear what you're saying, but I'm telling you, the last time there was rumor about them trying to fire Harbaugh, he went ahead and won the Super Bowl. So trust me, they will be very hesitant about pulling any
okay.
trigger with that guy. I'll be shocked. I'm happy to be pleasantly surprised.
Well, I hope they can arrest it by the time they've come back from their bye. I think they have a bye in 2 weeks. I'm not sure,
Mm.
but I think
Do you know how
yeah,
long Lamar is out for?
should be 2 more weeks because it was estimated to be 2 to 3 weeks with this slight
Okay.
hamstring strain. But yeah, moving on to the Giants at New Orleans. my boy Spencer Rattler. But before we get to him, let's look at the other QB. Jackson Dart, his second week since being elevated to starter. And I'm not saying Russell Wilson's heart, but I can bet that nigga was smiling in his mind throughout that game. So the Giants ran up to a 14-0 lead. And yeah, the game just went to shit from there. 5 total turnovers on the day. Jackson that threw 2 interceptions and cause it lost 1 fumble, like 2 other fumble. Man, like
Yeah, it was
not
definitely so.
looking not looking good for the Giants. Like not looking good for the Giants. And credit my boy Spencer Rattler. I know Yimika is not really convinced, but I think that
I saw
guy
the throw. It was a big throw
is
that he had.
I think that guy is getting better every week. And I've
Yeah,
seen that
I'll accept that.
progression since last season when
So,
Derek Carr got
as long as you're not
injury
saying
and he
things
had to
more
step in.
than he's
Sorry?
getting better. As long as you're not
Bro,
saying anything more than he's getting better.
he's getting better. Like he's getting
Okay,
better.
I agree.
He will get better, I believe,
I agree.
and probably go on to become a
Okay, this
decent,
is where we start to.
reliable QB
This is where we start
in
to
the league.
depart.
But we'll leave
Wait
it
and
at
see.
that.
Wait and see.
We'll leave it at that. Jackson Dart, fix up, my boy. Fix up. Because, I mean, you know who is dead,
Still a
to
rookie.
lose.
Still a rookie.
Bro, like, are the Giants fans going to be calling for, what's his name very soon? The funny guy. Why is his name skipping my mind? The guy that's always cracking jokes.
Who?
The third string guy at New York. Can't remember his name.
No idea. No idea.
Man.
Definitely went out of my head. But a team that you definitely did not shout out and continues to ball on very surprisingly is
The Bucks.
no, no. Come on, bro. The
Oh,
Colts.
oh yeah.
Daniels,
Indiana Jones.
20 and
Indiana
20 out
Jones.
of 29 throws, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. Um, Jonathan Taylor doing his thing, 17 carries, 66 yards, 3 touchdowns. Like, come on, bro. They put
Yeah,
a
yeah.
whooping on the Raiders, 40-6. Like, we have to start saying a little bit,
I
talking a little
mean,
bit more about Daniel Jones, just a little bit more.
If Gino keeps throwing these picks, I mean,
People are talking about maybe they should trade for your Shador. So we'll see.
yeah, I saw Dame Lillard's tweet. I mean, they should have drafted him, but instead they went and paid Gino Smith 75 million. Who is the fool now?
Yeah,
Fool
I
now.
still think you should have signed Gino, but having someone behind him is the wise way. But again, bro, they don't pay us for all this stuff. They just pay us to make. Actually, we haven't
Yeah.
started being paid, but we will get paid for our views. Um, Switching it up, talking a little bit about my birds. Disappointing result. I think similar to the Giants, ran it up was like 3-17 in the fourth quarter, and the game ended up, just poor defensive play.
Yeah, you
The
guys didn't
offense
score after that.
stalled.
Right.
Bro, it was just terrible. And it's kind of upsetting because it was like a switch of like tactics. We threw a lot more. Jalen Hurts was on fire, 200 plus yards. Devontae 100 plus yards. AJ Brown had like 6 or 8 targets. I think like maybe 4 catches for
8
like
targets,
600
5
yards.
catches.
Yeah, and even Saquon was
Definitely
effective
not
in
600. Sorry, guys. He did not have 600 yards. Slip of tongue, Yimika.
no, sorry, I didn't say 600 yards. 6 targets is what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
But Saquon always was influential in the game, but the ground game hasn't been really there. The running game, a lot of injuries in the O line. Dickerson was out. Um, I think Lane Johnson has also been hurt. So there's a lot of things that the Eagles need to figure out. They've been winning, going by these games, like sort of figuring out a way to win. But this was a situation where that didn't work out. Last minute Hail Mary that the joke is AJ Brown was defending Devontae Smith. because they were both trying to get the ball. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, there's definitely a lot of pressure on the offense to be more consistent. They are efficient, but consistent is where they're missing out of. So we'll see. They have a couple of games coming up and chances for them to improve on what they've done so far. So yeah.
Your new coordinator definitely needs to stop watching ESPN First Take because like I'm pretty sure like you guys are running the ball less because this guy be reading all these things about AJ Brown this, AJ Brown that, you might request a trade, blah blah blah. Like, bro,
Bro, all that
just
story.
focus on
AJ
your
Brown,
game.
he's not
Like,
leaving anywhere until after the
just
season, if
like
that.
I don't know why you guys are moving away from your run game that was so,
No, no, but
let's say,
the run game has been stopped. Like a
productive.
lot of the zone running scheme and the guards pulling, like a lot of defenses are crashing hard and figuring out ways to stop that. So there just needs to be a different run package that they sort of leverage. One thing that I would like to see a little bit more are screenplays for Saquon, because I think that there's a lot of like um going the distance in those kind of plays.
Exactly.
But again,
If
I'm
Dallas
sure they
can be
watched the
running the
video.
ball with Javonte Williams and 4 backup offensive linemen, the Eagles have no excuse. I'm sorry. They have no
Facts,
excuse.
facts. I'm not giving them
Yes.
anyone. So let's switch it up a little bit. Talk about ball, the real ball. Was
Yeah.
actually a quiet weekend, to be very honest. Like nothing monumental happened. You guys beat Sunderland 2-0. Pretty good showing.
We thank God. Shesko,
Mm.
Pauline,
I don't know about bowling.
you
He
know.
scored.
He
And then your
balled,
keeper made
please.
your
He
keeper made a
balled.
debut.
He balled. Yeah.
Keeper made your
Danny
debut. He was also
Lamons.
solid, solid, solid. No issue with Bruno. No hands being raised.
Bro, we just thank God. I think when he has Casemiro beside him, he actually like looks a lot better because Casemiro is more suited to playing with Bruno, right? Because he's
Than
more
Ugarte.
deeper. Yeah, Ugarte is more push to the ball, win the ball high type of, and then that just leaves
No
more
cover.
space behind. Yeah. Well,
Same thing with you. With us, we had a 2-0 win against West Ham. I was going to pull up the jerseys. But again, it wasn't really such a great performance from the team, to be very honest. We won, but it wasn't anything like stunning football or sort of like everybody balling out. They played what I think is our best midfield with Declan Rice, Eze, and Odegaard. But Odegaard got hurt pretty early in the game. Zubimendi comes in and has a fabulous game, which is again speaking to the depth and quality that we have in the team. This was actually the game where we saw a little bit of champagne football, Arsenal against Olympiacos, and that was the game where Odegaard came off the bench and played a lot deeper, which is where I think his natural progression is going to be as a footballer. I don't see him as someone that plays in the hole, more of like the quarterback of the team, dictating the
yeah.
pace, sort of like Cruz, Perlo kind of playing style. So I like the fact that Arteta is seeing that a little bit more, and he's also getting a little bit more comfortable with that because his deep, incisive passes are really, um, yeah, they create opportunities for the team. So more of that, and we'll continue to hope and pray with this Arsenal team.
Yeah, unfortunate MCL injury suffered by Odegaard on the weekend, by the way. And I think
Couple
Rodri
weeks.
Rodri also suffered a muscular injury, probably as the result of his long layoff. And yeah, I mean, so many games these days, these injuries are bound to happen. And yeah,
Yeah.
just hope the injuries don't take away from the beauty of the game and continue to enjoy the product that is on display. And yeah, um,
Big game.
the game, the game of the weekend, the game of the weekend. I need to preface this by saying, thank heaven that Garnacho did not contribute to any of those goals scored by Chelsea. Yes, I'm a hater. Sue me, guys. Sue me. But yes, Chelsea beat Liverpool 2-1 to snap, or rather, to extend Liverpool's run of losses to
3 games in
three
a
in
row.
a row. Wow, like beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Like, what a day. Oh, happy day. Well, Yimika, let's start from you, please.
Yeah, I mean, the point you made about Garnacho was very important because I think the game really switched on when they subbed him,
Yeah.
Juan Pedro and Neto, and they brought on Esteval,
Okay.
Gorikic, or I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Mark Gui,
Okay, and
Spanish guy.
who was on the left again? Gittins on the left.
Yeah,
The main
right.
person who was obviously impactful was Esteval. Um, the strike from Moise Caicedo was phenomenal, showcasing how he's been consistently
Bro,
improving through his
I
time
can't
in
believe I
Chelsea.
don't have a picture of that. I can't believe I don't have a picture of that. What you call it?
It was a stunner. It was a stunner. Um, but again, the even after Liverpool scored, Chelsea was the team in ascending. Like they were the ones applying pressure consistently, like making sure that they were pressing um Liverpool. And a lot of that came from that left side with Mo Salah playing up high, figuring out he's not going to come back and support Korea overlapping and sort of being havoc on the defense, sort of like a 3-on-2 scenario. Because again, Mo Salah was high up there. Wirtz did not really look good. It's really looking bad at this point. Not in the sense that he's a flop, but it's just like I don't really think they're playing him in the right position or with the nice supporting roles. Um, yeah, so it's it's really she allow me concentrate, bro. It's really it's bro, go on. I can't even focus. It-
All right, guys. So as you can see on the screen, Ice Spice lost on the weekend against Chelsea. Yes. Like, for the people who have been following this show, you will know that if Van Dijk has 0 hitters in this world, right? I am
so he's number
0.5.
one.
If he has 1 hitter, I am that guy. So, like, guys, oh my god, like, what is this? Like, what is this? Like,
No,
how
no.
are you defending a shot like this? Like, who wants to see your ass, my bro? Like, oh. Anyway, I don't want to talk too much about how the game went. I'll leave that for the tacticals, right? But one thing I want to point out is, yes, I know Arne Slot won the league with Feyenoord before he joined Liverpool, but I think it's important to note that his track record really isn't that great. Ten Hag, for all his flaws, used to slap Arne Slot and Feyenoord left, right, and center when he was at Ajax, right? And I just feel like last season was more a reflection of the team that had been built before he got there.
What he inherited. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And I feel like the more the team becomes Slot's team, the worse Liverpool will be getting and be looking. So
No balance. Yeah, no balance to the team.
the jury is still out, right? He can still arrest this slump. I mean, my team has been known to restart a couple of people's seasons. Case in point, Manchester City, they beat us and they've been winning ever since. So we play against Liverpool after the international break, and yeah, he can beat
Believe in you
United
guys.
and go on a
No, I
run.
believe in you
So
guys. I believe in you guys. You guys at least will give them a nice
I don't.
tie.
I'm so sorry. I don't. With
Bro, have
United,
faith. Have faith.
what I see on the day is what I get. If we win, we win. If we don't win, too bad.
Don't worry. We're praying for you. We're praying for you. But speaking
It's at
about
Anfield.
United,
I wouldn't mind a draw. I wouldn't mind a draw.
yeah, that I mean, you can't go there expecting a win. Just a nice park the bus and sort of hold that bus
But
tight.
Ahmad and Umbemo, please don't listen to me. Oh. Please go there and score, guys. Go there and win
Yes,
this game. Go
Ahmad is
there
definitely a
and win this
friend of the
game.
show. Ahmad is
Yes,
definitely a friend of the show.
please go and win this game so I can wear my jalabia in the next episode. Okay, when we
But
win.
switching things up, other Man U players, Rash continues to perform pretty outstanding for Barca. I think it's 8 goal contributions across 5 games that he started. Um, and Mbappe on the other side of the Spanish powerhouses has continued to perform. Another goal. Um, yeah, I think he scored literally every single game this season, more or less, other
Bro,
than
like
one.
if Mbappe doesn't score or assist in the Madrid game, I don't
It's
think
like, what's
he's
going
saved.
on?
Like yeah, that's the kind of form he has been on, and yeah, I think it was also nice to see the Lille PSG game. Levy Euro was there for the kickoff. Yeah, nice,
Mbappe was also there. His
nice
brother
touch.
scored.
Yeah, and Mbappe's brother scored. Pointed at him and did the Seyi. If only my brother were that good at football. Like, please, like, what are you doing with
What's this silly?
yourself? You know who you are, and I know you are going to watch this episode. Go and fix up. Go and fix up.
Yeah,
Anyway,
showing the way, showing the way. But yeah, one more thing to call out. Obviously, you mentioned international break. England put out their squad. Jack Grealish wasn't listed. Phil Foden wasn't listed. Jude Bellingham wasn't listed. Um, any comments about this? You feel anybody significantly was missed out?
I think the Grealish one is a head scratcher for me. I think the Bellingham one I can understand, like maybe fitness issues, giving him time. The same way like Valverde agreed with Uruguay not to call him up and stuff. Like, so I get that, but I mean the form that Grealish is in, man, I would think they will reason him small. But I mean, if he continues to play the way he's playing, he wouldn't have a choice than
See,
to
it's
put
going
him
to
in.
be a top team to select. I mean,
Yeah.
if everybody keeps up their form
Yeah.
till the end of the season. So yeah, we're actually looking forward to the international break a little bit, which is
Yep.
very unusual. But it's been a great episode today. Talked a little bit about our teams and what's going on across the leagues. Nice and brief, but I think still punchy and impactful. Um, any last remarks, Shay?
The NBA will be kicking off on Tuesday, October 21st.
You haven't
Basketball
forgotten us.
fans, we haven't forgotten you guys. The preseason has started. Lakers played the Warriors last night. Yeah, LeBron didn't play. Steph played. Draymond played. No Luca, European Championships. And yeah, the Warriors won, but it's preseason.
We'll bring some insights. What our
We'll
expectations for
definitely,
this season?
we'll definitely bring more basketball content in the course of the month because NBA season kicks off. Sorry, hockey
Cool.
fans. No hockey here. No hockey here. Sorry.
I don't know the rules. Sorry, or cricket. All
Go
right, bro.
Oilers.
Nice to catch up as always. Appreciate you guys, fans, for liking, subscribing, and commenting. Feel free to throw in comments. Let us know if anybody else you feel should have made the England squad. And last controversial topic, I think Gabriel is the best centre back in the world right now. Do you agree? Do you disagree? With Van Dijk doing his bum shaking stuff, like, come on, man. Like, this is who we are saying is the best centre back in the world. Please, come on. Let's align on this. Gabriel number 1, Saliba close number 2. Arsenal best defense in the world. Unquestionable.
I will allow you give that Gabriel number one. I will allow it. I will allow
Appreciate
it
that.
as
Great way to end the show.
at this moment in time. I cannot think of a better person, but
Thank you. Great way to end the show.
we'll
Let's
see
let's
what
let's stop
FIFA says.
on the
We'll
high
see what FIFA
remarks.
says.
No, we
We'll
don't
see.
rate FIFA. We don't rate FIFA. Only
FIFA,
FC.
please. He speaks for
Only
himself.
FC 26. All right, thank you. Bye.
All right, bye, guys.